So you mentioned that a revocable living trust is step 1. So what is step 2 of the business succession plan?
So a revocable living trust, I always call step 1. And by the way, that also means that if you own a business and we're assigning it to the trust, you can probably write off your entire estate plan as a business expense. Yay, we all love write-offs as business owners. And so it's a really crucial first step. But when I meet with all my clients that are business owners, and I have a lot of business owner clients, I always tell them that phase 2 is going to be to either meet with Andy, who has Arch Strategies, which is like our adjacent company that specializes in business succession planning, or we can refer them to somebody else, or if they already have somebody, a business attorney they can work with. Because at that point, we need to maybe update their operating agreement, make sure that the operating agreement is also pointing towards the living trust. But frankly, honestly, a lot of businesses don't actually even have living trusts or operating agreements is what I actually meant to say. They often don't have operating agreements. And so really, oftentimes we actually need to just create that from scratch. Or if they have them, they have it from like rocketlawyer.com or something like that. So it's really important that we have a really good operating plan in place, operating agreement. Most of businesses are typically going to be LLCs in Georgia and then taxed as an S Corp. That's usually what I almost recommend all of my business owners do. Some of my older companies, they might be incorporated statewide. I've had a couple that are C Corps. Please don't do that. There's no need to do a C Corp anymore unless you're planning on growing that thing to hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue and putting it on the Dow. So most businesses that I run into are LLCs, and they're going to either be taxed individually, just through us, it basically is a pass-through entity, or they're going to be taxed as an S Corp. And basically, I'm not a tax attorney, but basically what they usually recommend is that if you're making over $65,000 in revenue a year, that's when you need to step it up and become an S Corp. The reason that we do this is because us as owners get taxed a lot less, because we only have to take a reasonable salary, and then the rest we can take in distributions. So that's going to save us a lot of in employment taxes. So that's really beneficial as well. So there's a lot of things with your business that may not be lined up perfectly to, again, ensure that you're not leaving money on the table, that you're fully protected in the event that your business ever gets sued. I've had some clients that had construction companies. I have a lot of clients in the more blue collar fields, so construction, paving, and things like that. And even more important, that we need to make sure that this business is completely separated from you personally. So yes, we're going to assign the business to the trust to ensure that if you pass away or become incapacitated, it flows smoothly. But as long as you're alive, it is going to be a completely separate entity. So we're going to make sure that you have separate bank accounts, that you have proper operating agreements, that you have buy-sell agreements if you have a partner, that you're not leaving any money on the table for taxes, and that basically everything is really nice and tight. Now, the next step is honestly thinking of your exit strategy. So what is your exit strategy? Where do you want your business to be in 5 years? What do you want to happen to your business after you pass away? Are you planning on selling it? Is it a consulting company that just goes away? Or is it something that can actually become a legacy and go to your kids? So it's really important that you work with someone and figure all of these things out so that we can make sure that your business is on the perfect platform to take you all the way to success, whatever that looks like for you.
Great job.